Hi, my name's Jodie and welcome to a new reading vlog. So I am doing a weekend readathon with my patrons and I figured I would film another vlog. So I have already done one of these recently. I will link up here. That one was very much a spooky autumnal, celebrating the start of like autumn kind of vibe. So if you want to check that out, I will link up here and in the description. But today we're very much also going to be doing a autumnal weekend cozy readathon and I'm so excited because I just love doing these so much. I have missed doing these and it is just a really fun time, and I decided I wanted to spend this weekend doing lots of like crafty things and like fun little activities, reading and just having like a really wholesome weekend. So that is the plan. So I do have what looks like a very ambitious TBR, so yeah, but let me go through them. So I do have a couple of books from the last readathon I did that I didn't get to that I would like to read hopefully this weekend, or at least like start or something. So the first book is Thornhedge by T. Kingfisher. I did start this one and I got to page 42, so not like too far, but this is quite a short book and I was really enjoying this. I really love reimaginings of fairy tales and like folklore, especially when they have a twist and they're kind of dark. I don't know what it is about them, but I just find them very enjoyable, and I love shorter books. Like I just can't put my finger on it. Like short fairy tale-esque stories with like a twist just really get me like intrigued, and I don't know what it is about them that I love so much, but I just find them so enjoyable. So if you have any books like this, like A Spindle Splintered by Alex E. Harrow, then please do let me know down below in the comments. I'm definitely on the hunt for more like shorter books like this that are really fun. So yeah, basically this one is kind of like a twist on Rapunzel, and we're following Toadling, who is a changeling, and she's guarding this like tower, and then we have like this knight who appears, and that's kind of like all I've gotten up to in the story so far, but I'm just really enjoying it. I really like the character and it's just like a really fun read so far, so I definitely do want to finish this one this weekend. So this next one isn't one that I'm planning to finish this weekend, but I do want to make progress on, and that is Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. I had just started reading this during my last readathon and I haven't read any more of it since then. I've just not really been in the mood to read this past week, so I definitely want to make some more progress on this. This is my bi-monthly book club pick for September and October over on Patreon. So we are reading this book, we have a Discord to discuss the book, and I'm also filming a spoiler-filled vlog. And I really like the vlog so far. I've been filming for it and I've been really enjoying filming that, and I am really enjoying this book so far. I haven't got too far into it. I'm only on chapter 8, which is page 68. We've just kind of reached the point in the story where I feel like the plot is actually going to start, because it's been like not boring or anything, but it's just been a lot of like setting up the story, the world, the characters, what life is like and that sort of thing. And now something has happened that is now going to lead to like the main plot of the story, and I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. Essentially we're following a witch called, I think her name is Tana. Yeah, her name is Tana Fairchild, and I just love that name so much. And she lives on this island with loads of other witches, and then we have like the mainland with the humans, and she's in this arranged courtship with the human governor's son, and it's kind of to like broker peace between like humans and witches, because even though witches are more widely accepted now in like the world, there's still some who really don't like them. There's still some tension. So this reunion between like the witches and the humans is supposed to kind of cement that kind of like peace, I guess, between them. So yeah, she has now just met him and she's about to embark on this courtship with him. However, there's definitely some tensions brewing in the background. There's been some like kind of red flags popping up to do with malicious intent towards witches. And then on the night that she is supposed to expel all her powers into the ocean, which is a ritual all of the witches do in order to like kind of appease the humans, she misses it, and she meets this mysterious stranger who she's never seen before on the island, and he's as intrigued about her as she is about him. And that's kind of where I've got up to so far. So this is a book that has forbidden romance, forbidden magic, and I'm really excited to see where the story goes, and I'm just really enjoying the vibes so far. It's very atmospheric, so yes, very much enjoying this and definitely want to make more progress. So this next one's pretty random and it is on my autumn TBR, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to pick up this weekend. That is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. I'm just kind of in the mood to read it. If I don't read it, I'm definitely going to watch the movie this weekend because I'm just craving those vibes. I've been listening to the Twilight soundtrack non-stop this past week because of course it is autumn now, and it's just the perfect vibes. The soundtrack is just the best soundtrack for autumn. So yeah, I would kind of like to start reading this. I did briefly start it last year, but I didn't get very far in, so I might start this weekend. I have this bookmark as well. I think Kat got me this, but it's this little ghost bookmark I thought was really cute. So we might start Twilight potentially. And then for my audiobook, I want to start the audiobook for The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangha Mandana. This is one of my options during my last readathon, and I do have the audiobook downloaded, but I haven't started it yet. And this has been on a lot of TBRs, so I really do want to read this. It is on my autumn TBR, and I feel like I'm going to love it. A lot of you guys did recommend it to me on my fall fantasy books video. You guys said that this is really wholesome, really cozy, and really fun. So I'm so excited to read this one. So I'm probably going to listen to this on audio this weekend while I do some like little autumnal activities. And then the last two things I have are graphic novels. So I have Sad Ghost Club volumes 3 and 4. I'm so excited to read these. These are also on my TBR. I absolutely love the first 2 volumes in this series. It is very good for mental health rep. I found them very relatable. It tackles a lot of different topics, and it just has ghosts, so I love the ghosts. So yeah, I'm very excited to read these. But yes, this is my TBR for the weekend. So like I said, probably not going to finish all of these, but hopefully a good chunk of them, and it will be a really good spooky weekend of reading. I really want to do a puzzle this weekend because I have so many from book boxes. I have one I got as a gift a couple of years ago, and a few others, so I think I'm going to do a puzzle while I listen to an audiobook. I also recently got this from TK Maxx, which is my pocket cat crochet kit, and it's a little black cat, and I thought this was so cute because it reminded me of my Frankie. And it says the skill level is easy peasy. I could crochet and knit when I was a child. My great nan taught me to crochet and my nan taught me to knit, and I could also do like square, like cross stitching and stuff, but I haven't done it for many years, so I've forgotten how to do it. So I thought this kit would be really fun just to do during the autumn while I listen to an audiobook. And I just say that it's easy, so hopefully I can kind of get the hang of it and make this cute little cat. So we might do this weekend, and then I might do some baking potentially. We'll see if I'm in the mood for that. And then I want to go on a nice autumnal walk. I think I'm going to go to my local library because I haven't been there in so long, and I want to look at the thriller section and maybe pick out a thriller. So I am going to go there. And then I think today I'm going out with my nan and potentially my mum and sister to get a coffee and go to this little independent bookstore. So we're going to be doing that as well in this vlog, but those are kind of the plans for the weekend. I do quickly want to show you guys my little book haul from yesterday. So I had to go and return a book, and then naturally I left with several books, and I also left with this bag, which is so freaking cute. Look at it. It's a bookshelf with cats on, and I love it so much. So I did get this bag, and then I also went to the works quickly, and I ended up buying this book, which is Happy Medium by Sarah Adler. I think I saw this on Liv's channel from Liv's library, or on her Instagram. I'll link her down below, but I'm pretty sure that's where I saw it. I have no idea what it's about. I just know it's whimsical and witchy and perfect for like the spooky season, and it was only £3, so I decided to pick it up. It is a romance, and I literally don't know anything else about it, but I feel like I can go into this and just like vibe with it and have a fun time. And then these are the other books I got yesterday. So I went to Waterstones and I exchanged a duplicate copy because I think I showed this in the readathon, but I bought a signed copy of the Cinnamon Bun Cafe, whatever it's called, last weekend, and I'd pre-ordered one that wasn't signed, so I took the non-signed one back and I needed to exchange it. So I saw someone on Instagram talk about this recently, and I decided to pick it up. So that is House of Bane and Blood by Alexis L. Menard, and this is described as like Peaky Blinders-esque. I think it is a fantasy, but I'm not sure what the magic is in here, but I know there's something called like the Collector. There's like 2 rival families, and the guy from one rival family kind of like makes the girl from another rival family marry him, something like that, but then they're both trying to figure out who this Collector person is together. I don't know, it just sounded really good, and apparently it's like Tom Shelby vibes. And I just saw someone on Instagram talk about this, and the way they talked about it made it sound so good, so I didn't really know what to get, so I decided just to exchange for this one. So if you have read this book, please do let me know your thoughts and if you think I will enjoy it. But I am quite excited about it. It's not something I would usually read, but it says on the back that in a city split into 2 opposing sides, power comes in many forms: bloodlines, money, love, and most importantly, secrets. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by the Peaky Blinders vibes, because I read A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal earlier this year, and that also has Peaky Blinders vibes, and I enjoyed that part of it so much. So I'm excited to read this for the same vibes, and yeah, hopefully this is good. So those are the books from Waterstones and the works. And then lastly, I did get 3 books from Forbidden Planet, because while I was there I decided to go in because I haven't been there in so long, and I figured why not. So I did end up picking up 3 books. I almost bought 4, but one of them was damaged and they didn't have like another copy they could give me, so I only got 3. But the first one I got is The Lantern of Lost Memories by Sunaka Hiragari. Now I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. This is the author here. It is a Japanese author and I'm really excited to read this. I had my eye on this anyway and I was thinking about getting it, but when I saw a signed copy in Food and Planet, I definitely had to have that. I really enjoyed Japanese translated fiction. I find it very enjoyable. I love the subjects that quite often a lot of them are about. I just really wanted to read this one. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and yeah, this edition is beautiful. It has these gorgeous end papers inside, and then it is signed by the author, which I will show you guys here. And I love this cover so much. I think it's gorgeous. It says, it's extraordinarily moving and wise. The Lantern of Lost Memories is a beautiful Japanese tale about the people that make us and the moments that change us, which I just love. I love the messaging in so many of these novels, and this just sounds perfect for me to read right now, and I'm so glad that I picked this up. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this one. And then I also picked up these 2 T. Kingfisher books because I am really enjoying Thornhedge, so I figured I would pick these up because I want to try more by this author, and these 2 are also really short as well. So these 2 are in like a series, which is the Sworn Soldier series. So I got the first one, which is What Moves the Dead, and the second one, which is What Feasts at Night. And I just realized this is all scratched, so I'm probably gonna return this, I think, because it's like really scratched. But these had £2 off as well, and they were both hardback, so I figured I would get them. I have heard many people talk about this, but I honestly have no idea what it's about. I just know it is like a retelling of an Edgar Allan Poe story, I believe. So I think it's The Fall of the House of Usher, which I've never read. But yeah, I just love retellings, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy this one. As long as there's not too much gore or anything in here, because I know this is horror, I think I will like this, because I'm not a big fan of gore in books. It depends really. Like, I really liked it in Clown in the Cornfield, but that wasn't like too gory. But yeah, I don't know for sure if I will like these, but I really want to give them a go. So yes, that is my little book haul. And then I also picked up this from the charity shop, which is The Haunted Mansion. This is the Eddie Murphy movie. Now, I've never seen this, and I'm pretty sure my friend Kat loves this, and I've been meaning to watch it for so long and just never have. So I saw it in the charity shop and thought, why not? And yeah, I think I might watch this weekend, which I'm really excited about. But that is like my little haul I want to show you guys, and those are my plans for the weekend. I am gonna go and finish getting ready to go out, and I will probably check in with you guys later today. I don't know when I'm going to do some reading just yet. I think I am just going to go out first for coffee, breakfast with my nan and my mum and my sister maybe. It's currently 5 to 9 in the morning, so yeah, I do need to go and have breakfast and stuff. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later, but welcome to a new vlog, and I'm very excited for this weekend. Oh, thank you so much. They're amazing. Oh, thank you. Oh, they're so cool. Okay, hi guys. So I just got back from going to the bookstore and for coffee with my nan. It was really lovely and I got to buy her a book and we sat and read for a little bit. So I didn't read much of Thornhedge. I've literally read the smallest amount. So I am now on page 50. So I think I must have read maybe like 5 pages. We were too busy talking and then browsing the bookstore. So yeah, that is like the only reading update I have. But I did get more books because I like to support indie bookstores and I also like to buy books. So the first book I got was this one, which is super random. I do actually already own this. I have the indie paperback, but this was a signed copy and I've never seen a signed one before, and I am really excited to read this. It's a romantasy and it's called The North Wind by Alexandra Warwick. So yeah, I do have the indie paperback of this, but it had like a signed book plate in it. I don't know too much about this one, but I have heard good things and I reread the synopsis and it just sounds really fun. It is inspired by Beauty and the Beast and the myth of Hades and Persephone, and I love both of those things, like retellings of either of those I love. So the fact this is a combination, I'm just so excited about that. So I'm hoping to pick this up soon. Let me know if you have read it. So I might end up getting rid of the indie paperback of that. And then the other book I got was Want by Gillian Anderson. Now this is quite a random buy for me. It's not something I would normally read, but I'm just super intrigued by it. Like, so many people I follow on Bookstagram have been talking about this book and loving it, and this was the last signed copy they have, and I was like, I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna listen to it on audio, and yeah, I'm very excited to read it. I'm not gonna go into what this is about because we're gonna keep things PG, but if you know, you know, this is definitely for adults. And yeah, I'm very intrigued by this because, like I said, it's unlike anything I've ever read before. It's not something I would usually pick up or a subject I would usually read more on, but I just feel like this will make for a really interesting read, and I do really like Gillian Anderson, so I probably wouldn't have bought this if it was anyone else. And it came with like some freebies, so I got like a little postcard and like a little notepad and some other things. So yeah, very excited about this one, and I'm happy that I managed to snag a signed copy. So that is my little book haul. I think I'm gonna walk down to the library. I'm hoping it doesn't rain, and just have a little browse there, maybe just sit and read there for a little while. I'm not too sure, but I just really want to go, and it's not open tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna do that. And then when I come home, I'm gonna like obviously stay home and get settled for the rest of the evening and just have a cozy night of reading. But yeah, I think I'll walk to the library. I might go to a coffee shop as well and sit in there and read for a little bit and just get like a nice drink or something. But I think that's my plans for now. But we will be spending like a lot of time this evening reading and doing all the cozy things. But yeah, I just feel like I want to actually go out for once, and I don't know, like the library just seems like a nice place to be. So yeah, we're gonna walk there. I was gonna drive there, but the parking there is just not like, it's not great, and my car has a new clutch on it and I'm just like so anxious about driving it because I hate the new clutch. It's so weird. But anyway, that's irrelevant. I think I'm gonna walk there, get my steps in for the day and spend some time in the library, and then we will catch up when I get back. I think I'm also gonna grab some ingredients to maybe bake something as well on the way home. So yeah, those are the plans. We'll chat to you guys later when I get back. Goodbye for now. Okay, so it's a little bit later, and as you guys saw, I went to the library. So it was really, really nice. I haven't been there for like a year, and it was just nice to go on a little walk and browse the shelves, and then I sat and did some reading. So I didn't actually take anything out of the library because I couldn't really find any books that like I didn't already own or anything I particularly wanted to read. My local library has a very limited selection, so there wasn't really anything that I did want to get. I did read some of Twilight, so I didn't read a lot, only a small amount, but I have read the first chapter. So I'm on chapter 2, which is page 29. So I did read around 30 pages of this in the library, which was really, really fun. I'm tabbing like the movie moments and just like fun things and stuff like that, and Bella in here is so different to Bella in the film already, and I'm just finding it hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, like this is just so fun. So I think I do want to read a bit more of this tonight. I don't think I'm gonna read this whole book this weekend. My original plan when I put this on my full TBR was to just like dip in and out of it, and I feel like that's probably what I'm gonna do, and it'll be the best way for me to enjoy it. So I do want to do some more reading tonight. I definitely do want to try and finish Thornhedge if I can. And then I decided to start this audiobook because I thought I had the Very Secret Society of Regular Witches downloaded, but it like hadn't downloaded properly, and I barely had any phone battery when I left to go to the library, so I didn't want to try and download it, but I already had this one downloaded. So I decided to listen to this on my walk to the library. I literally only listened to the first chapter, but already I'm really, really liking the vibes of this book. It's just really, really interesting, and I'm really loving the atmosphere. So I think I'm probably just going to listen to this weekend instead, because again, this is also on my TBR anyway, and I'm really excited to read it. So yeah, not a lot has happened in this. We've literally just met our main character, and then she meets the other guy. It's this guy here on the end papers. So she's just met him, and that's kind of like where we're up to. And yeah, the last bit I heard, she was running away from him. So I'm really intrigued by this book, excited to continue listening to that on audio. But I have now got myself a cup of tea. I did buy all the stuff to do some baking as well while I was out. I popped into town after I'd been to the library. So I got ingredients to make vanilla cookies and just normal cookies. And then I got like this pre-made cookie dough. So I've put some of that in the oven already just to see like what that's like, but I do want to make my own. So I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. I was going to do some baking tonight, but I'm so tired. I literally only got about like 3 or 4 hours sleep last night. So I am starting to feel it now, and I just don't really feel like baking. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I don't know if I'm going to sit down and read right away, or maybe watch a movie first. I'm tempted to watch The Haunted Mansion or Twilight or some booktube and then sit and read. But those are kind of like my plans for now. I think I'll probably bake tomorrow and start doing a puzzle, or I might start doing a puzzle tonight. And then I do really want to start journaling again. Like I have been rediscovering old hobbies, because this year I've been like not doing well mentally, and I had a really interesting conversation with someone who suggested like revisiting old hobbies, and that is something I'm trying to do, because I just realised there's so many things I've just stopped doing. Like I used to bake, not a lot, but occasionally. I used to do jigsaw puzzles, more so in lockdown, but still I did them and I enjoyed them. I used to go for walks all the time, and like out to different places. And I did used to do a journal as well. It was more of a scrapbook, but like if you watch my vlogs back in like the lockdown era, if you go and watch my older vlogs from like 2020 to 2021, or maybe even 2019, I used to do like a lot of baking in them, and like journaling, and just like more fun craftsy stuff, and not just reading. And I realised I didn't do any of that anymore. I don't really leave the house, so I'm very much pushing myself recently to start doing those things again, which is why like you are now seeing them in this vlog. And yeah, I am finding it very enjoyable to just like go out and do things, and like go to coffee shops on my own, and go to the library again. And I just miss being like crafty and creative. So I think I'm going to try and start a reading journal again, because I do miss it. I don't think I'm going to do monthly spreads, because that's why I always gave up on it when I tried to start doing it a bit more seriously, because I just never like kept up with that, and then I'd feel bad about it and then like not do it. So I think I'll just do it like as a casual thing, and whenever I want to do spreads I will. So I think I'll probably go to my parents' house tomorrow and use their printer, because mine is broke, and like print out a bunch of stuff. I'm going to print out all the graphics I made for Patreon for this readathon, and do like a cute little readathon spread. I feel like that will be nice. And then I might set up some other pages as well. But yeah, I'm just feeling in the mood to like get back to my old hobbies and revisit things that brought me joy again and just that sort of thing. So I'm definitely going to be doing that this weekend. I am also probably going to extend this weekend readathon into Monday, because I was supposed to start it on Friday but I didn't because Jamie took me out to dinner, and then by the time I got back last night I was so tired, so I didn't actually start yesterday like I was supposed to, which is literally what happened on my last weekend readathon. I didn't start on the Friday and it ended up continuing on the Monday. So we're doing that again this week, and apparently pretend Monday is Friday. That makes no sense, but yeah, we're doing this till Monday. So that's my update anyway. I think I might actually, once the cookies finish, sit and read the Sad Ghost Club. I feel like maybe a graphic novel would be nice to ease into. And then I want to do something and listen to my audiobook and chill a bit. Maybe I'll put some Halloween decorations up in my library because I haven't done that yet. So maybe we'll decorate for Halloween in this video, because I was supposed to do that last weekend but I just like didn't end up doing it. But I need to film like a Halloween / autumn decor haul for Patreon first, and I have like a huge amount downstairs in our dining room that I've just been like stockpiling until I filmed a video. I am yapping, so I am gonna go, but yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far and continue watching for the cozy vibes. Also, I'm wearing my VampThon jumper from last year, which I love. So if you don't know what VampThon is, it's a readathon I host every single October during Halloween. So it's a celebration of all things spooky and Halloween, and obviously it's centered around vampires, but generally just spooky stuff. So this year it's going to be 6 days long, from Saturday the 26th of October till Thursday the 31st, ending on Halloween. So there are reading prompts, there's a bingo board, there's a photo challenge and lots of other stuff. So I don't know if the official announcement video has got up by the time this vlog does. If it has, I will link it up here and in the description. If it hasn't, that will be coming soon, but my patrons have early access to all of the graphics and information as well as merch. So you can get this merch still. This is from last year and there was like various other designs. All of the different designs are available in like sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, all of that. And there's tote bags and mugs, but I also have brand new designs which are also available. So I will have the link to the VampThon merch and the VampThon playlist if you do want to learn more down below, as well as my Etsy store, because you can get VampThon bookmarks and just other general bookmarks on there. But I did want to mention that because I'm wearing my VampThon jumper and I'm just so incredibly excited about VampThon this year. Like, I adore it. It's my favourite time of year and I look forward to it every single year. And this year I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and I have some exciting things planned. So I will not shut up about VampThon until it is VampThon. But yes, if you were interested in getting one of these, you can head to the link in my description. But I'm going to go now. That was just a little shameless plug. Bye. Okay, hi. So it is the next morning and I do have some reading updates for you guys. So I did finish Thornhedge by T. Kingfisher. I read the rest of this book this morning and I honestly absolutely loved it. Like, it was so good. This is my first T. Kingfisher novel and I definitely want to read more now, and I'm so glad that I picked up the other 2 books by this author earlier in this vlog. So I'm probably going to end up reading those sometime this month or in October, because I just really enjoyed the writing. I can't quite put my finger on what it was that really drew me in with the writing. The characters were just really likable. Our main character, Toadling, was very interesting, and I love how, like, through the way the story is told, we kind of get flashbacks from the main character that explains how they're in their current predicament, and I really liked how the author did that. It was really interesting kind of how those were woven in there, and they were giving us like clues to where the story was going and also what was going to happen next. I just really liked it. I liked the dynamic between our main character Toadling and the knight. I think the knight's name was Hallam, and yeah, I just really liked their dynamic and their sort of like friendship, I would say, how it kind of blossoms, and just the whole twist on this fairy tale was just so fun. It really was something different, and I really liked how the Fae were portrayed in here, and kind of like the twist on good versus evil. Like, it was just all around a really enjoyable story, and I think I'm going to give this 4 stars. It was just so much fun. So yeah, I'm really glad that I finally did finish this book. And then next we have Twilight. So I don't know where I put the dust jacket. I think it's somewhere behind me, but I did end up reading quite a lot of this last night. So I ended up reading 129 pages of this book, which, like, I didn't realize how long this book actually was. Like, it's barely made a dent in the book, really. So yeah, this is just really fun and really silly, and I'm just having the best time. So there are a couple of things that I have noticed. So one is that Bella and Edward have so much more of a personality in the book compared to the movie. Like, I know everyone always kind of jokes about like Bella and what she's like in the movies, but I put the movie on and I muted it, and then I put on this like YouTube Twilight ambience. I'll link it down below because it is honestly the perfect reading ambience for this time of year. But I put that on, and like occasionally I would like kind of glance up at the screen, and the bit where she has the venom like in her, I know it looks really bad acting, but if you picture yourself trying to do that, would you be able to? You probably wouldn't. So I feel like we do have to give it credit where it's due. But anyway, I'm straying from the point. Bella's character I think is so interesting, and she kind of does have like I'm not like other girls energy, but like also she isn't. Like, I just really like her character, and I will say there are a few things I have noticed. So she kind of talks about the weather a lot in this book, and I think maybe it's the author's way of trying to set like the atmosphere, but I feel like it does get very repetitive when like literally every other page is her telling us if it's raining or not and complaining about it. And yeah, I just found that like really funny, but I love the rain, so like I can't relate. And every time like she talks about hating the rain, that like little soundbite where it's like, you hate the rain, like that little weird TikTok thing, like that kept playing in my head over and over again. But yeah, I will say that's one thing I have noticed. But she's actually really funny. Like, her dynamic with Edward in here is very different to the movie. Like, there are some similarities, but I feel like in the movie it's very strictly like he's very mysterious. They kind of don't interact, but they have these interactions occasionally which are like a big deal to each other, and then it's quite insta-lovey in a sense. And in the book it's definitely not like that. Like, there is just very much like a lot of back and forth. He's actually quite funny and she is, and they kind of have almost like a banter in the book, which I really appreciate because they don't have that in the movie. It's very serious, like the tone is just so different, so I'm just loving like their dynamic. So basically my green tabs are for stuff that's like funny or relatable, and like there's just so many like things that have made me laugh in this book. But let me see if I can find the one with the Volvo, because the Volvo thing had me laughing so much. I considered taking out the rear of his shiny Volvo, but there are too many witnesses. And then there's another bit where she's like, stupid Volvo owner or something like that, and it's just like really funny. And then like there's this bit where Edward says like really sarcastically to her, Bella, it's not my fault if you're exceptionally unobservant. Like, there's just so many like things like that. Like, they're so unserious and I love it, and it's really funny. But yeah, like there's just so many things that make me laugh in here, and just their dynamic is just so fun to read about. And there was this one line as well where it says, Edward was leaning against the front door of the Volvo, 3 cars down from me and staring intently in my direction. And there is a lot of staring, like where it's like, Edward is staring at you, or Edward is staring at me. And every time, especially this one where he's like standing against the Volvo, I'm just picturing this meme. And it makes me laugh so much, like every single time. So yeah, this I'm just having so much fun with. The green tabs, like I said, are for anything that is like funny. I haven't actually set up my annotation key at the start of the book. I do need to do that. But like, yeah, the green tabs are like funny, relatable. Pink is like for things like movie, like I'm tapping stuff that like lines from the movie and stuff like that. And then I have like purple tabs for like descriptions that I like of the scenery. The orange tabs is for like vampire stuff. Oh, dark pink is for like romance. But the romance in here is kind of like, you know. So yeah, I'm just having a fun time with it. And I also can't believe how different like her experiences meeting Jacob in the book. Like, in the book, she doesn't meet him at the start. Like, she meets him when she goes to La Push. That's the first time she meets him. And I just thought that was really interesting. And, like, he's so young and bashful and, like, just very, very different to the movie. And, yeah, I'm just, like, having so much fun drawing comparisons. But, like, I finished the movie by the time I finished reading up to page 129. And, like, I'm a slowish reader. But, like, it's just so funny that, like, where I'm up to now is only La Push, and like we still have all this, whereas in the movie by that point we're like a third of the way into the movie. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. And also in this, I don't think in the movie this is mentioned, but like they're all just the Cullens in the movie, whereas in this they're the Cullens and the Hales, which I find really interesting. And like just kind of learning the backstory and stuff, it's quite funny. And also the fact that Bella hates blood, I don't think that's a thing in the movie, and like she passes out when they do a lab class in here and there's blood. So it's really interesting. Like there's just so many little extra things, and yeah, it's just like a really fun time so far. So I'm probably going to try and read some more of this today. I haven't listened to any more of my audiobook, so I'm probably going to try and pick this up because I'm literally a chapter into this and I'm definitely intrigued. So I'm probably going to try and listen to a bit more of this, and then I do want to read the Sad Ghost Club graphic novels and maybe read some more Romeo Midnight, but I think my main read probably is just going to be Twilight because I'm just having so much fun with it. But like I said, I'm going to be continuing this vlog on tomorrow as well, so we do have tomorrow to like do things. But yeah, I think for right now I need to finish packaging some vintage parcels, drop some of those off, pick a parcel up, and then I am going to my parents for a roast dinner this afternoon, and I want to go for like a walk. It is the perfect weather today. It is gloomy, it is rainy, and I am loving it. So I think I'm going to go for like a nice little rainy walk and then do some reading. I might do a puzzle. I don't think I'm going to bake today. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood really to any baking. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I haven't decided yet. I might do that at my parents' house. And then I still kind of do want to watch The Haunted Mansion as well. So yeah, that is my update. I will probably check in with you guys a little bit later, but yeah, I'm just having so much fun, like just reading good books and enjoying all of the autumn vibes. So I will catch up with you guys later, and for now let's go and get ready to leave. So it is a bit later. I am at my parents' house, and as you guys would have seen, I went for a little rainy walk, which was so nice. I love going for walks in the rain, like just the sound of the rain on my umbrella, like I just love it. And there was autumn leaves everywhere, and it truly felt like autumn. My hair is facing the consequences of that walk, but it's fine. I don't have any reading dates, unfortunately. I didn't listen to my audiobook or anything, but I do have some mail, so I figured we could open this mail together, and then I think I am gonna bake some cookies. So the first thing I have is from my wonderful friend Cass here on BookTube. If you guys aren't subscribed to Cass's channel, you should be. I will link her channel down below. She just makes the most cozy videos ever, and like I just love her channel so much. And she also has a store which is called Oakleaf Arrow Studios. I will link her website down below. She's a cartographer, I think that's the name for people who do maps. She does a lot of fancy maps, some of which I have and I love. And she's just insanely talented, and she did send me some of these bookmarks a little while ago. I don't think that vlog has gone up yet because it's a bit of a weird one where it's like kind of pending, but she has very kindly sent me some more of her designs, and I adore the other ones she sent me, and these ones I'm so excited for. So we're gonna open them. They are in this really cute little sleeve. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, Cass, the note. I'm going to take a photo of this because this is so lovely. I think I might cry. It says, Jodie, I know you've had a rough year and I hope things start looking up. Always here for you if you need someone to talk to, Cass. I actually want to cry. Thank you so much, Cass. This is so, so lovely. This was such a nice surprise as well because I was not expecting these at all. Oh my goodness, Cass. I literally want to cry. Look at these. These are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I don't know if my camera is doing these justice, but oh my goodness. So Cass very kindly sent me 4 of her designs. I actually have some stickers of these that Cass kindly sent me. I think it was last year, and I have it inside my Kindle case and I love it. And these are the bookmark editions. So I already have the pumpkin one and some other ones, and I'm obsessed with the pumpkin one. But oh my god. So I'll just show you them. So we have this little ghosty. We have dragons, these beautiful blue flowers, little mushies, which are adorable. We have butterflies, and then lastly we have these little witches hats, which is really, really cute. So yes, I will link her website down below, but look how amazing these are. I love these so much. So thank you so much, Cass, for sending these to me. I'll definitely be using these because I love swords and I love your designs so much. So that was my nice surprise bookmark from Cass. And then this next one is from Lit Haven Boutique. So I think I ordered this last year, and I think it's a special edition of a romantasy book, which I actually haven't read yet, but I'm gonna find some scissors and open it and then I'll show you guys. So I think this might be, I think it was the Witch Collector, I think. I'm not actually sure. Oh, it's got goodies with it. Okay, so this is for the Witch Collector, and I haven't read it, but it's on my autumn TBR. So the first thing we have is this bookmark, which is very, very cute. We have this little card. So this says the artist who designed some of it here in the corner. And then this is the Lit Haven collaboration with Carissa Weeks. So here is some of the details here. So if you want to know any of the artwork details, they're on this card here. So we have this stunning art print, which is absolutely gorgeous. Look how nice that is. That will be going on my wall. And then we also have this art print as well. So yeah, we have some art prints, and then we have our book. Oh my goodness, this is so, so beautiful. Okay, so this is it here. I'm actually so happy I pre-ordered this now. Even though I haven't read this book yet, I am pretty sure I'm gonna love it because I love all things witchy, fantasy and romance, and I've heard so many good things. And yeah, I had to have this when I saw it. So if I can get out of the packaging, I'll show you guys it. I remember now. Okay, this has the coolest edges ever. I don't own a book with edges like this. So this is what the front of the book looks like. So we have this gorgeous holographic foil. This is the spine, and then this is the back with the same holographic foil. But look at the edges. Oh my god, they are so cool. I don't know if my camera is really showing them, but they are also these holographic like edges. They are so cool. I'm looking in the viewfinder so I make sure I show you guys properly, but oh my god, these are so good. So this is what the inside looks like. So we have this art here, And then it does also have a reverse dust jacket. But these are the M papers here, which are gorgeous. And then we also have different M papers on the back. So these are the back end papers, and we have this here. Then for the reverse dust jacket, it looks like this, which is gorgeous. Like, look at this. I love this. This is such a nice art print, and the quality of this dust jacket is so good. Like, it is so thick, and oh my god, like, this is such a good special edition. I have to say, this is probably one of the best special editions I've ever got, and there's not one single thing wrong with this book either. Like, this is stunning. So this is the actual design on the hardcover. So it is like this silvery holographic foil, like you can kind of see it when I do that. So it is a map, and then we have the spine, and then the map continues on the back here, which is just so cool. Like, this is stunning. Honestly, my camera is not doing this justice at all. It is also signed. I think it's a digital signature. It looks like a digital signature, I think. I'm not sure. I think this is a digital signature. It could be a real one. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's digital. But this is like a gorgeous edition. I'm obsessed, honestly. I'm so excited to read this. Like I said, it is on my autumn TBR, so I think I'm actually going to bump up my TBR now I have this. But I just love the art so much, and this just is such good quality. I'm so impressed. So I would highly recommend this company. What's that have? Oh, it also has a certificate in the back as well, which is really cool to say it's like a special edition. I think that's actually a really cool touch. So mine was book 543 out of 3,000, so that's cool. But yeah, anyway, I am obsessed with this edition. So pleased with this, and it was well worth the wait. So I'm gonna pop that back in there. The way they package this as well is so good. So yes, I'll definitely do some like b-roll close-ups of the bookmarks and of the book, because I just know I didn't do them justice. But now I think I am going to try and bake some of the cookies, because I did bring some stuff with me to my parents' house. I'm going to spend the evening here, but I'm going to listen to my audiobook while I bake. So I'm going to listen to Starling House. So I'm only a chapter in, and I do want to make progress on that. And we're going to try and make these like vanilla cookies. I might just like make them like plain, or I might like do icing on them. I have like orange icing, pink icing. The only thing is I forgot to bring my cookie cutters. Damn it. I have cookie cutters that are like spooky, that are like ghosts and pumpkin shapes and stuff, and I forgot them. So I think what I'll do is I'll make just normal regular cookies today, and then in another vlog we will do like spooky pumpkin ghost cookies, because I stupidly forgot my cookie cutters. But yes, I'm gonna listen to my audiobook while I do that, and then once I've done that I want to sit down and watch The Haunted Mansion potentially, or read my graphic novels. But yeah, I'm gonna go now and get started on the baking, and I will update you guys later. guys, so it is the next day, it is Monday, and I do have a couple of reading updates for you. So I have finished reading volumes 3 and 4 of the Sad Ghost Club, and I really enjoyed these, but I didn't enjoy them as much as the first 2 volumes. I think there was just something missing in these for me. Like, I don't really know quite what it was, but they just didn't really hit the same as the first 2. Like, they were still super wholesome and still really, really fun, quick, easy reads, but they just didn't have the spark that the first 2 did for me. Or I guess like the relatability, I mean, they were still relatable, but just not in the same way I felt the first 2 were. And I think I was just wanting more from these than what I got, because I remember the first one, when I read that back in lockdown, I read that when I was going through a mental health struggle, and it just really resonated with me and it made me feel so seen. And because I'm going through that same struggle now, I thought maybe these 2 volumes would do that for me, and they didn't. I could still relate to them and they were comforting, but just not in the way that I was expecting, which is definitely just a me thing and me like projecting myself onto these books. But I did still really enjoy them. I think I'm going to give both of these 3 stars. So essentially in these graphic novels, we follow like the Sad Ghost Club, which is basically like a group of people who are kind of coming together because they're going through different mental health struggles. They're feeling lonely, like they don't fit in, they have maybe social anxiety, those sorts of things. And originally it starts with one character, one ghost, who meets another ghost at a party who's in a similar boat to them, where they're like kind of stood alone, they don't really speak to anyone, they're kind of feeling like an outsider, and they end up forming a bond together. This then leads to more ghosts joining them, and it is really, really wholesome. It's really nice, and I like how this does represent mental health. I do feel like it does it in a very wholesome way, and I would say if you are looking for a fun graphic novel series that tackles mental health and represents it, then I would definitely recommend this series. It is very wholesome and I do really enjoy it. But these 2 volumes just weren't as good as the first 2 in my opinion, so I'm giving them 3 stars each. And yeah, it was still a really, really fun read. So I did finish those, and then I have listened to more of Starling House. So I have to be honest, when I was listening to this, I was kind of zoning out a little bit, so I don't really feel like I have given this book my full attention, and I don't really feel like I know what's going on. So I think I am going to reread this at some point, but I am just going to continue on. So I am really enjoying it at the moment. I was expecting very gothic vibes from this, and I don't really feel like I'm getting gothic vibes. Like, the house is gothic, but I just don't feel like, even though it is set at the house, I don't feel like we get enough time there. Like, at the moment, a lot of this book is kind of like more of the mystery of like the Starling house and what happened, and kind of like more going into that, which I am enjoying. But I just thought we'd get more like sentient creepy house vibes, and although that does pop up here and there, I don't feel like I'm getting as much as what I thought I was gonna, and I'm just not getting any gothic feels. Like, it's sure it is atmospheric and it's kind of spooky, but it's not really giving me what I thought it was going to give me. But I'm definitely enjoying it. I really like our main character. She is just a really interesting character. She's very complex, and she is trying to just like cut a path in the world for her and her brother, and especially for her brother, in order for him to have success. She is a parental figure to her brother, and she's just doing everything she can to basically like give him a good life, and I just find her very admirable, and like I just really like her as a character. And then we also have this other character who's still such a mystery, who is, I think his name, what's his name, is it Arthur? I think his name is Arthur, and he's like the person who resides at Starling House and is very much like an outcast. And the one thing I do like about this as well is it dives into the history of the town, and it is really, really interesting. But I kind of just got to the point in the book now where this kind of research party or something is kind of trying to get our main character essentially work for them, preying upon like her weaknesses, the fact that she does live in poverty, the fact that like they know certain things about her brother and stuff like this, almost kind of like coercing her into working for them. And she is kind of at the point now where she's reluctantly saying yes, in a sense, and I'm interested to see where that's going to go and what's going to happen with that. And there is kind of like this mystery of these like weird, almost like demonic creatures that we're slowly learning about. It's kind of hard to explain, but I am really enjoying it. I just wish I'd been paying more attention, because I do feel like I zoned out at certain parts. But I am enjoying it. I am on chapter 10 at the moment, which is about like 70-ish pages through the book, so I'm probably almost at a third of the way through. So I would like to try and finish this now. I don't know for sure if I will be able to finish it today because I just don't know if I'm in the mood to listen to an entire audiobook in a day, but I would like to try. So I do want to listen to more of this. I don't have any updates to Twilight. I don't think I've read any more since I last updated you of Twilight. I literally spent a lot of yesterday just like pottering around the house. Then I went to my parents for dinner. I went for a walk. I was baking and just stuff like that. So I haven't really fully like sat down and really read. And I did go for a bath last night and then just like slept. So I do want to read that, and then I might pick up Bring Me a Midnight and read a little bit of this today, but I'm not too sure really. But I'm really happy that I finished like these 3 so far because they were all on my TBR. I've made progress with Twilight, over 100 pages in, and then I have made progress on my audiobook, so I'm definitely happy with the reading I've been doing. So that is my update. I don't know exactly what my plans are for today. I am quite tempted to go into town, go to a coffee shop and sit and read there and just read a bit more of Twilight, which I might do. I just don't know if I want to stay home or I want to go out. And then I still have The Haunted Mansion to watch, and I also have this Frankenstein puzzle that I really want to do. So I might do this in this vlog, or I might save this for another time. These are like 2 things I might do. I haven't done any journaling because I forgot to print off the stuff I needed to at my parents yesterday, so don't think that'll be happening in this vlog, but look out for it in another vlog that will be coming. But yes, those are all of my updates. I am going to go and try and take some thumbnail pictures because I have a couple of videos I filmed, but I don't have thumbnails for them. So I think I'll take some thumbnail pictures. But first I'm going to go make some lunch because I am very, very hungry. So I'm going to go make my favourite lunch, which is a Caesar salad. I love Caesar salad. I would eat it every single day for the rest of my life. Like, it is just my favorite thing ever. So I'm gonna go make some of that and make a cup of tea, and then I will do my thumbnail stuff, any other little bits that I need to do, and then I will settle down and either read here or head to the coffee shop to read. But I will let you guys know in a little bit. But I did just want to give a little update on my reading so far, and I'm gonna go make lunch before you hear my stomach rumbling. I'm just here to quickly wrap up this vlog because I realised I didn't film an outro. So I didn't actually end up doing anything else really or reading anymore after the last clip because I ended up just having to do a lot of random like tasks and stuff, and yeah, I just ended up doing like other stuff. Unfortunately I didn't read anymore, and I definitely didn't read anywhere as much as I wanted to, but I still had a really good reading weekend and just a really nice weekend overall. I have been in a reading slump for so long. Even reading the amount I did this weekend was a big deal for me. So I did finish 2 graphic novels and a shorter book. I finished Thornhedge, and I started and got a good chunk into Twilight, which I'm really happy about, and then I did also listen to a good chunk of Starling House, so I'm very happy with that progress, and I will be finishing up those reads in other vlogs coming soon. But I hope you guys still enjoyed this video, even though I didn't finish like tons of books. I still had a really fun time, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. There will be more autumnal spooky videos coming soon, more readathon videos, and yeah, I will have the link to my Patreon linked in the description box because we do these readathons every single month. We've actually done 2 back-to-back recently, and we're doing another one this coming weekend for Friday 13th. So lots of readathons are happening over on Patreon. So if you were interested in any extra content from me, doing the readathons, a bi-monthly book club, a Discord server, exclusive photos, early access to videos such as this one, early access to like VampThon stuff, monthly templates, and lots of other things, it's all over my Patreon. So we'll link that down below in the description box. And also it's worth mentioning that if you are one of my Supermoon patrons, you get 10% off all of the VampThon merch, and they also get 10% off my Etsy store. So if you were interested in getting any VampThon stuff and joining my Patreon, then make sure you do get the discount code to get 10% off. But yes, I'll have my Patreon link down below. As always, so grateful for all of you here on YouTube as well. You guys mean the world to me, and I am just full of love for you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful autumn so far, but if it's not autumn for you, I'm assuming it's spring. I hope you're having a lovely start to spring. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're reading lots of good books, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!